Oh my God, look at this. This guy is too demanding to his boss. He said, you can take 2 steps there. 2 steps, yes. You have to do 2 steps to accomplish your task. So today we will do 2 steps to solve inequalities. It's either add, subtract first, then multiply, divide next. It won't be complicated. It will be simple, and it will be based on whatever we learned in the past. So, very important. These are previous lessons that we have learned in the past. Translating words into symbols. You should know when it's plus, minus, times, divide written as different words. Okay, you have to convert from words to symbols. Also, the correct inequality. Okay, what is the meaning of at least, at most, right? Maximum, minimum. And also, we're not dealing with equal. At the end, don't just answer x is equal to 9, but it has to be x greater than 9. It's not an equation, it's inequality. All right? What else? If possible, leave the x, the variable, on the x side. We want the x on the left side, so it's easy to interpret the inequality. 3x plus 9. All right. For example, what else? Why is it called two-step? Because you will always do the addition and subtraction first. Remember, to undo it when you want to solve for x. And the multiplication division will be the last. Okay? Next, be careful with multiplication and division with a negative number. This is very important on both sides because there will be a need to flip. For example, x is greater than or equal to 9, and then it will become what? Less than or equal to 9. When will that happen? Multiply, divide by a negative number. And lastly, you should know how to do the correct graphing, right? When will it be a closed circle to the right or to the left? When will it be an open circle to the right or to the left? Okay, review your previous lessons before we move on. All right, so let's do this basic example. Again, we want x to be alone. X is a loner. I want to get rid of u plus 4. Opposite of plus, subtract to the left yo. Subtract to the right yo. I showed it. I showed it. Then I can cancel it. 3x goes down. And the symbol also goes down. Greater than or equal 6. Okay. X is still not alone. I want to get rid of u times 3. Divide by 3 on the left. Divide by 3 on the right. That cancels out. X is greater than or equal to 6 divided by 3, 2. You can box that answer, but that's just a guide to what the answer would be. You would start with a number line with a reference on 0. Positive 2 would be here. Let's say 1. This is 2. Okay, let's put a circle on 2. Circle on 2, but because I see the equal sign, I will have to close it because it includes positive 2. And what are the numbers? Greater than. Remember, that's greater than. That moves to the right. Okay, so the solutions could be all the numbers greater than 2 or equal to 2. Now let's try another example with the flipping of the sign. When will it happen? Check this out. Subtract 1, subtract 1. We all know that. That cancels out. Negative 2x is happy. It goes down. The less than goes down. Be sure you show your organized work. 9 minus 1 is 8. All right. Now, the next step, I don't want you times negative 2. Opposite of multiplying is dividing. So, divide by negative 2 on the left. Divide by negative 2 on the right. That cancels out. X is less than 8 divided by negative 2 is a negative 4. Box it. That's going to be a guide. But guess what? That's wrong. Why? Because check this out. This is a warning. 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 Every time you multiply or divide by a negative number, what happens? This sign will flip. So it's going to be a greater than. X is greater than negative 4. All right? So this will be the correct answer. So if my 0 is here, my negative 4 will be on the left side, okay? What type of circle will I do? Close or open? It's open because there is no equal sign. And the greater number goes to the right or to the left? It goes to the right. So all the numbers greater than negative 4, until you reach the positive, of course, up to infinity positive will be the solutions. Now let's try something with fractions. Okay. Now look at this. The x is on the right side, and then on the left side there is no x. Now to make our lives easier, this is what you do. Write all that expression on the left side, x minus 1/4, and I write that on the other side, 5/8. But don't forget, don't just copy that, flip it so that the open side, the greater part, will be here. Now I use a greater than symbol sign. Okay? Why did I do that? Because I want the x on the left side of the inequality. Now it will make my life easier. Okay, first step, I need to get rid of u minus 1/4. Opposite of minus 1/4 is plus 1/4. So on the other side, plus 1/4. This cancels out, and check out what happens. 3/8 x. Are we good? All right, so how do I add this? It's difficult to add. I will rename you as times 2 times 2, 8. I will rename you as times 2, 2. Now I can what? Add these two. Okay? 5 plus 2 is a 7/8. So greater than 7/8. Okay, let's put this over here. 3/8 x is greater than 7/8. Next, I want to get rid of you 3/8. How do you get rid of the fraction? Times a fraction. Don't forget this. Always multiply by a reciprocal. 8/3 on the left, multiplied by 8/3 on the right. That cancels out, that cancels out, that cancels out, that cancels out. That's not going to be 0, that's going to be a 1, is greater than. Okay, so I need to multiply this and that. Thus 7 times 8 is 56. 8 times 3 is 24. All right, x is greater than 56 divided by 24. 56 divided by 24 is 2.3. 2.3 bar. Actually, it's non-terminating. You could just round it as 2.3. Okay? So that's the answer. All right, let's now try some problem solving. Okay, let's read first. Mr. Lim charges his art students 25 per lesson. Okay, plus a supply fee of $50. How many lessons can a student take if he pays no more than 175? You cannot go beyond 175. Okay, so let's write an inequality first. Every time I see that word per, I know my x will be connected there. Remember, the number of lessons will be the x. Okay, so I write 25 x. Okay. What else? They will also pay what? $50 supply. $50 supply. That's the $50. The word plus makes it so obvious. So that's this. The $50 supply is that one. Okay. How many lessons can he take if he pays no more than, if it cannot be more than, it should be less than or equal. By how much? By $175. So that's my inequality. Just by writing that, you'll get, okay, a point. All right, now let's solve for x. Okay, so I need to get rid of u minus 50 minus 50. That cancels out, so that's 25x is less than or equal to 125. Next, divided by 25, divided by 25, x is less than or equal to 5. Okay, now check this out. This will need some common sense. So x and the result will be 5. Let's say 5 is over here. So it has an equal sign. Therefore, let me circle 5 closed. Less than. What are the numbers less than 5? You could study for what? For 5 lessons, 4 lessons, 3 lessons, 2 lessons, 1 lesson, or no lesson at all. So will I put an arrow? Very important here. It's not going to be an arrow. I can do no lesson. Because if I do this and that means it will include the negatives. You do not have negative lessons. It's either you have 0 lessons or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And you will not go beyond $175. Okay? Next, we'll now try the ingenuity problem. Okay? What is the best first step in solving for this? Okay, now, so again, what do we undo first? Undo the addition or the subtraction or the multiplication. That's a multiplication. This is an addition. How do I get rid of adding? Of course, subtracting. 2/5, subtract 2/5 for you, subtract 2/5 on the other side. We didn't add, we didn't multiply, we didn't divide, so this is subtracting. According to the properties of inequality, when should the inequality symbol be reversed? Or that's what we said, flipping. When solving for a two-step inequality in the form below, ax plus b is greater than c. If c is negative, is it okay? Yeah, the symbol is still the same. If b is negative, will the symbol be the same? Yes. How about if a is negative? What will happen? Let's see. Let's say, for example, at the end, you have negative ax is greater than 10. All right, so what do? I need to get rid of you divided by what? Divided by negative a divided by negative a, that cancels out. X is greater than 10 over negative a. But remember, every time you do division by a negative, that's the warning, warning. All right, so what will happen? You will have to flip the sign or reverse the symbol. Less than now, x goes down, 10 over negative a stays there. So that's when you flip. Only when a is negative. Next, what would be the solution? So let's solve. The x is already on the left side. That's good. It makes our life easier. Minus 2, that cancels out. Bring down the negative 3/4 x. Bring down the symbol, less than or equal, negative 7 and 2, negative 9. Are we good so far? That's step 1. Next, step 2, I need to get rid of you times 3/4. Again, what will I multiply by times 3/4? Negative 3/4, also a negative 4/3. Remember the reciprocal? You do that when the fraction is beside the x. Negative 4/3 for you. So you know why? Because that cancels out and x will be alone, less than or equal to. Let's now multiply. How do I multiply that? I could do what? I could do cancel of this and that. You're now a negative 3, you're a 1, right? So negative times negative is a positive 12, right? Positive 12. So that's my answer. But guess what? Some people will choose this. You're wrong. Why? Because, hello, warning, warning, you multiplied by a negative number. Yes. Every time we multiply by a negative number, let's reverse the sign. It will now be greater than or equal to 12. So the correct answer is this. Not you, not you. Okay, last. Now, for each babysitting job, Tamar charges $6 for bus fare, okay, plus $8 per hour. Again, when you see the word per, you know you will connect there the X, 8, and that hour represents the X. And then charges $6. So plus the $6. Okay, somebody will have to pay that. She only accepts babysitting jobs if the total charge is at least, what is at least? Is it less than or equal or greater than or equal? What? What is at least? At least is greater than or equal to what? $30. Okay, so we're ready to solve. So that means, let's put it over here. So we have space for solution. It's greater than or equal to 30. So I need to get rid of you. Subtract 6, subtract 6. That cancels out. 8x is greater than or equal to 24. Next, divide by 8, divide by 8. That cancels out. X is greater than or equal to 3. So 3 hours. Okay, so he can work for what? He can work, she can work for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, up to whatever he likes. And the fractions are also included. So what is being asked? What is the minimum, the smallest possible number of hours? 3 hours then. Okay? Now, that's it. So remember, results is equal to action plus motivation. All right? Good job. And good luck.